unbelievable people who look like actual dolls. Number 11. Victoria Wilde. Meet Victoria Wilde. The 32-year-old has managed to spend more than 30,000 euros on plastic surgery to look like a doll. How did she afford to pay for all these procedures? Well, she earns money through various modeling gigs, which is how she paid for her first operations. The rest is paid for by her toy boyfriend Simon, who happens to be a wealthy businessman and encouraged her to proceed with more surgeries. So far, she's had rhinoplasty, Botox, permanent lip implants, and not one, but 3 breast enhancements. She's now a 32G who probably suffers from chronic back pain. Let's be real here. Sadly, Victoria is no longer recognizable from the photos of the woman she once was, but she says she's happy, so to each their own. Number 10. Lacey Wilde. This 48-year-old mother of 6 has gone through quite a number of surgeries in her mission to be the world's most extreme version of Barbie. To be exact, she's gone under the knife 36 times throughout her life, and she's not stopping there, oh no. Lacey Wilde is said to be in the process of planning her 37th surgery. The TLC's My Strange Addiction star says that plastic makes perfect, and that she'll never stop pushing the boundaries until she gets the perfect body that she desires. Her breast implants each weigh a frightening 21 pounds, making her a triple L bra size. Not only that, but she isn't able to run, she has to put pillows under her chest when she drives, and she can only use the back burners on her stove for fear that she'll cook the watermelons. Would you spend $500,000 to look like this? Number 9. Mauricio Galdi. This 29-year-old Brazilian man named Mauricio Galdi first became obsessed with trying to perfect his look when he was much younger. What prompted him to first go under the knife was when he enrolled in acting classes at the age of 17, where he said he learned that he wasn't considered beautiful, and went on to get his first nose job with several injections of PMMA, a filler. He was featured on the hit TV show Botched, where he asked the doctors to remove 2 of his ribs. Ultimately, they denied his request for the surgery because it was deemed too risky. Galdi stated that he's found a doctor in Brazil who's willing to perform the operation. Number 8. Rodrigo Alves. This 32-year-old man named Rodrigo Alves has gone through thousands of pounds and 43 staggering surgeries to achieve his ultimate end goal of looking like a real-life Ken doll. It all started back in 2004 when the Brazilian native went under the knife to alter his appearance because he wasn't happy with the way he looked. Now, 12 years later, he's almost unrecognizable from the person that he once was. From liposuction to jaw contouring and everything in between, Alves has had almost every procedure imaginable. It was early this year that he had a frightening encounter with a flesh-eating bacteria after his nose job that scared him off from having any more procedures. Number 7. Anastasia Shpagina. When she was 19 years old, Anastasia Shpagina had already amassed more than 10,000 followers on Facebook and more than 150,000 views on her flower fairy look video on YouTube. Basing her looks off of the artistic style of the Japanese anime characters, Anastasia has nailed the whole big eyes, which takes her 30 minutes to apply on each eye, brightly colored wig, and spot-on costuming. She happens to be from the Ukraine and still continuously posts her looks on her YouTube channel. Number 6. Celso Santabanez. This Brazilian native became all-consumed in his quest to become a real-life Ken doll when he won his first modeling contest at the age of 16. Growing up, he was often told that he looked like a doll by his family because of how much he resembled the one that they kept in their home. After spending 30,000 euros, Celso had his face operated on 4 times, specifically his nose, chin, and jaw, while also getting silicone chest implants and hydrogel fillers in his legs. It was during a visit to the doctors for an infection caused by the fillers that he learned he had leukemia. Sadly, after 5 months of battling cancer, Celso passed away at the young age of 21. In his final months alive, he stated that he no longer cared about his looks, but more his health. Rest in peace. Number 5. Katie Lawrence. This woman named Katie Lawrence, who lives in the UK, enjoys spending her days dressing up in unique clothing and looking like an over-the-top anime character come to life. It's estimated that she spends around £200 a month on makeup alone. She gets the money from her various modeling jobs. Even more baffling is that it takes Lawrence a mind-numbing 3 hours to apply her makeup, which includes 2 sets of foundation, contact lenses, and 2 sets of false eyelashes to get that wide-eyed look. This whole obsession began when her mother introduced her to lip gloss when she was only 11 years old, and the rest is history. Surprisingly, most of the comments she gets about her appearance are positive, and people often ask to take a picture with her. Number 4. Dakota Rose. Perhaps one of, if not, the most famous real-life Barbie dolls is Dakota Rose. It was back in 2012 that this teenager quickly made headlines with her doll-like looks. Known by her thousands of fans across the globe as Kota Koti, she's gained a huge following on her YouTube channel for her makeup and fashion videos. No one actually knew her real age, and it's been assumed that she was around 16 to 18 years old, but she's actually 20 years old as of now. She's even been accused of using Photoshop to slim down her figure and exaggerate herself. No one knows for sure, but nasty rumors about her being homophobic have also been thrown up in the air. What do y'all think? Number 3, Angelica Kinova. Angelica Kinova, or as she's referred to by many, the Russian Barbie because she's from Moscow. Why do they call her that? Well, just look at her. Her whole face says straight up Barbie doll. Yup. Definitely creepy for anyone who doesn't like dolls in general. In an interview with Cosmopolitan magazine, Kinova says that her 20-inch waist size and size 32E breasts are all thanks to the restrictive diet that her parents enforce on her, and that she claims she's all natural without the aid of surgery or Photoshop. Why do so many women want to be Barbies? Probably because that was considered the most popular toy that girls choose, and that's what happened. It's time to give girls a new role model. Number 2, Venus Isabel Palermo. Most famously known as Venus Angelic by her thousands of online fans, this girl managed to become extremely popular thanks to her rather doll-like appearance and her British accent that's been described as a unique blend of different accents, when she was only just 15 years old. With nothing more than her makeup skills, Palermo says that she achieves her look without the help of any cosmetic surgeries and owes it all to her natural doll-like face. You can check out more of her quirky style and peculiar way of life through her YouTube channel, where she posts makeup tutorials and blogs.
And now for number 1. But first, be sure to subscribe for new videos every day.
Number 1, Justin Jedlicka. This man, or rather we say walking piece of plastic, is Justin Jedlicka. Unbelievably, this 34-year-old man has had a total of 190 surgeries in his quest to become the ultimate real-life Ken doll and 100% plastic. What's even more shocking is that he's not finished. He still wishes to push the boundaries of his body's limitations by going through with calf and abdominal implants. Some of his previous surgeries include 5 rhinoplasties, shoulder implants, and a cranial brow lift. The grand total for all his surgeries so far is a whopping $220,000. His latest procedure was having the veins in his forehead burned off with a laser. Yeah, apparently that's a thing. Oh yeah, he also designed and handcrafted his own back implants.